Alright guys, we're going to talk archery today. First, the equipment. We have our bow here, a couple points on the bow. Your grip, you have an arrow rest, okay? The arrow will rest on that, and then you have a knock point. Alright, with the arrow, okay, we just said knock point on the bow, so this is the knock, the arrow. You have your fletchings. The important thing you want to notice about the fletching is there's two colors. And we refer to the odd color, which means the fletching that just has the single color, so this one would be white. That's called the odd color, right? And then you have the tip of your arrow, all right? And that's the most important part that we'll talk about for equipment-wise. All right, let's shoot, okay? So we're going to talk about 7 steps of shooting. It's just a nice guide, nice checklist to get you through shooting. It also kind of covers your safety bases too. So your first step when it comes to shooting is your stance. I'm righty, so I'm going to have my left hand closest to the target, and that's the hand that I'm going to use to grip the bow. Alright, the second step is knock. So that's where we talked about the knock of the arrow. Alright, you're going to have your odd color fletching away from the strings, and I'll show you that closer in just a second, and you want to have the knock underneath the knock point. And the arrow is resting on the arrow rest, and notice how I have a nice straight line. Alright, you don't want it a diagonal down or up, you're going for a nice straight line. Okay, so step 1 was stance, step 2 was knock. Your next step is draw, so that's the art of pulling the strings back. 3 fingers we teach, right in the first knuckle crevice here, right on the strings. Alright, common mistake is kids kind of wind their whole hand along the string, just that first little crease, alright, and then from there, my bow hand is straight, and from here, so I draw. Your next step is anchor. You're going to notice that I anchor my pointer finger at my lip. My left hand, the bow hand, is still straight, alright. From anchor, I keep myself still, and now I use my left hand or my bow hand to aim. Okay, so I'm looking down with both eyes open, the arrow, I'm at my aim, and then I'm going to anchor, what did I say? Oh, I'm a bad pass. Okay, anchor, aim. Alright, from here I'm going to release, which means I'm just going to open up my hands, and then I'm going to follow through, and you'll see both steps. So I'm about to release, which means I open, and then when I follow through, bullseye! Okay, it's just nice, keep nice straight posture, and release. So I'm going to go through those steps again. Okay, did you get Mrs. Harris and my bullseye too? That's pretty close. Alright, so stance, step 1. Knock. Step 2. Draw. Step 3. Anchor. Step 4. Aim. Step 5. Release. Step 6. And a follow through, kind of like, a nice follow through, exhale, and follow through. I just completed shooting 3 arrows, and for class that's what we consider an end. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how we take the arrows out. All right, if you look at the target, actually we'll hit quick scores here. So you work we'll work lowest from the outside of the target to highest from the in, and you go by 1. So we have a score of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I've been shooting a lot, as you can tell, so it's a little, worn here, but that's 10. Okay, so that's how you would score archery. Safely, to take out the arrows, you want to make sure no one's behind you. You have one hand on the target, start from the top, move to the bottom. I have one hand securing the target, bring my other hand close, pull that one out, go to the next highest, here, third. Okay, I pick up, alright, 2 hands, I walk back to my station. In class we would have cones, if not we would have a mat. We're here, we step back from the equipment, and then we wait for the teacher to have the next group come up. Alright, quick review, stance, knock, draw, anchor, aim, release, follow through, and we have all our safety points. Odd color fletching on the arrow, knock point, and rest. And again, you want to remember that you have that odd color fletching. This is one of the major mistakes that students make. You want that odd color fletching away from the strings, and you want a nice straight line with the arrow. Okay? Thanks for talking archery.